Cowboys fans, brace yourselves, because we've got a situation that will either have you losing your minds or losing your allegiances. Jerry Jones has managed to book one of the biggest fights of the year at a T&T Stadium, Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul in a pay-per-view boxing extravaganza. Sounds awesome, right? Well, here's the catch. This massive event is taking place just 3 days before a huge early-season showdown against the Cowboys' bitter in-state rivals, the retooled Houston Texans. Is Jerry risking derailing his team's entire season by allowing this wild distraction to invade their preparation? Or is the Jones family exhibiting their marketing genius by turning Jerry World into the combat sports capital of the world? Things are about to get crazy in Big D, and you won't want to miss a second of this brewing controversy. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. We've got a mega fight on the horizon between two of the biggest names in boxing, but the timing of this blockbuster event has some Cowboy supporters feeling incredibly uneasy. It was just announced that boxing legend Mike Tyson will be coming out of retirement at age 57 to take on the controversial internet celebrity Jake Paul in a hugely anticipated pay-per-view boxing spectacle. The fight is scheduled for a T&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, home of the Dallas Cowboys, on Saturday, June 8, 2024. Now, while scoring the rights to host a fight of this magnitude is undoubtedly a huge coup for Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and the organization, the scheduling of the event has raised some major red flags and skepticism from the Cowboys fan base. You see, just 3 days after Tyson and Paul throw down under the bright lights of Jerry World, the Cowboys have a crucial NFC East battle against their in-state rivals, the up-and-coming Houston Texans, scheduled for Monday, June 11th. For those who don't follow the NFL all that closely, let me set the stage here and explain why this Texans matchup is such a massive early-season litmus test for the Cowboys. No longer is Houston the pushover laughingstock of the league that Cowboys fans have grown accustomed to beating up on twice a year. Thanks to an absolutely dream 2023 draft haul, the Texans have reloaded with two of the most exciting young talents in the sport. With the 1st overall pick, they landed Ohio State stud quarterback C.J. Stroud, a polished pocket passer with all the physical tools and marketing potential to become the NFL's next transcendent superstar under center. Then, at 3rd overall, the Texans netted Will Anderson Jr., the terrifying pass-rushing force from Alabama, who was almost unanimously pegged as the best overall prospect in last year's class. Overnight, Houston went from having one of the most anemic attacks and feckless defenses in the league to an absolute juggernaut on both sides of the ball. Stroud lived up to the hype, and then some as a rookie in 2023, putting up eye-popping numbers and willing the Texans to the playoffs with his prolific arm talent and unflappable pocket presence. His partnership with elite wideout Brandon Cooks and the emergence of running back Damon Pierce gave Houston one of the most explosive and multi-dimensional offenses in all of football. On the other side, prepping for this massive showdown, you've got Dak Prescott looking to lead the Cowboys' typically high-powered air raid attack, orchestrated by brainiac offensive coordinator Kellen Moore. Complementing that aerial assault is the punishing ground game led by Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. However, the real pride and joy of the Cowboys resides on the defensive side of the ball, where of course you have Micah Parsons coming off of yet another All-Pro campaign as one of the most unstoppable forces and prolific game wreckers in the entire league. Parsons captains a ferocious Dallas defense that also features cornerstone players like Trayvon Diggs, DeMarcus Lawrence, and free agent prize acquisition Javon Hargrave along the defensive front. So to recap, you've got two juggernauts in the Cowboys and Texans on a collision course in an early season statement game that could very well end up deciding the NFC East and have major playoff seeding implications down the road. Divisional battles between these two franchises always take on an extra level of intensity, but this 2024 iteration has the potential to be an absolute barn burner between a pair of elite offenses and stifling defenses. Which brings us back to the core issue that has Cowboys diehards in such an uproar over the scheduling conflict. Is having all the noise, circus atmosphere, and extra strain on stadium operations staff that will inevitably come with hosting Tyson V's Paul just 72 hours. Hosting Tyson Paul is a massive feather in Jerry's cap, an endorsement of his vision to make Jerry World a multi-purpose funplex. Imagine the star-studded attendance, the media pandemonium, the global viewership, and the prestige associated with being the venue that Tyson ended up fighting Paul. It's potentially a landmark, legacy-defining happening in the Jones family's illustrious promotion history. However, the timing of when the fight was rescheduled for is what has Cowboys fans in such an uproar. You see, the original date for Tyson vs. Paul was supposed to be in late July, when the Cowboys would be in the very earliest days of training camp, with no meaningful games on the horizon for months. That would have been the perfect, unobstructed window to host an event of this scale. Mark your calendars for June 8th and June 11th, 2024. It's about to go down in a major way in Dallas. The stakes simply couldn't be higher for all parties involved. Who's going to come out on top? The Tyson/Paul fight promoters, looking to smash PPV records? Or the football purists demanding the Cowboys' focus stays laser-locked on the Texans? So there you have it, folks, a massive clash of combat sports titans and a pivotal NFL showdown, all converging under one roof in the span of just 3 days. An absolute perfect storm that has turned the football world upside down. On one side, you have Jerry Jones defenders who see this as the ultimate marketing masterstroke. Bringing a spectacle like Tyson vs. Paul to a T&T stadium is a dream come true for Jerry's vision of making his venue the capital of combat sports and entertainment. Say what you want about Jones, but you can't deny his incredible skill as a promoter and planet-brained ability to attract marquee events. Having Iron Mike's comeback fight against Jake Paul's brash persona, all going down in Cowboys House, is a legitimately iconic cultural moment. Then you have the other camp of Cowboys, faithful, losing their absolute minds over this ill-advised scheduling conflict. They think Jerry has completely lost the plot, valuing the bright lights and viral sideshow over giving his team the best possible chance to succeed against a fellow contender like the Texans. How can the coaches and players possibly be focused with all the chaos, hysteria, and sheer commotion that's going to be taking over a T&T stadium in the days leading up to their game? It feels like Jerry is prioritizing being a boxing impresario rather than being committed to putting a championship product on the field. That's the end of today's video. I will see you guys in the next video. If you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe the channel for more upcoming videos.